Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I'm going to be doing a 100,000 mile-ish detail on the 4Runner. I'm going to go ahead and start by pressure washing and just doing a basic clean. Got some iron remover that I'm going to go ahead and do that on. Basically a super deep wash. This isn't going to be any crazy video or anything. I'm just going to post you guys up on this tripod and then do my thing. I'm running out of daylight, so I want to make sure that I can get this all in while the weather is nice and the sun's not too hot. I waited till the end of the day to make sure I'm not in the baking sun and my soap dries up. So yeah, let's get started. I'm not really sure if I needed to use this, but I know on the last white car I had, it worked wonders. So let's see if anything pops up. So as you can see, we got nicks all over. But aside from that, it's not too bad. This is all chewed up. And then this stuff is the rock protector, but it gets all gross and just looks bad. But I don't care enough to peel it off. I am gonna like polish some of this stuff out by hand just to get the big stuff out. But aside from that, I'm just gonna leave it, I think. I kind of enjoy having a vehicle that I don't have to care about the paint that much on, and this is one of them. So yeah, I tried to clean these bad boys too. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna pull it into the garage real quick. Well, actually, I'm gonna blow it off with the leaf blower and then pull it into the garage, and then I will use some quick detailer to dry this bad boy up. Went ahead and dried it off. This thing needs so much paint work if I wanted it to look good that it's really not worth it. It looks really good in camera though, but I promise you there is this all over all of the paint. It's almost like permanent watermarks or clear coat damage. I don't know. It would probably, a polish would probably do so much for this thing, but today is not that day. So honestly, I think if I were to do anything, I would just wrap this, but for now we're gonna rock the paint and taking better care of it than most people would. So real quick, I'm just gonna go knock out some of these bad spots with a hand polish. I'm gonna get all the doors, and then the worst is back here. I don't even know if that'll come out, but we'll try. And then over here, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, use this little buffing towel with some polish and hope that it comes out. I'll check back in when I'm done. Polished up the door handles and some of the spots that I showed you. So back here is good. This spot isn't, I got rid of one of them, but this one is partly fully scratched. And then that little spot that was right here is mostly gone. Not completely gone, but looks way, way better. The door handles aren't completely scratched up from fingers. I'm just gonna go around it one more time with this and finish off this bottle probably. This stuff has some protective coating and it should help out a little bit. Be better than nothing. And every time I wash this thing, I realize that it's not perfect and it's not meant to be perfect. And I should accept that. So just gonna go around, do one good spray and wipe with a new orange towel, and then we'll be good to go. I'll also probably clean, well no, the glass. Ever since I bought this thing, this glass has crazy water spots. And aside from pulling out a polisher and literally polishing all the windows, I can't get rid of them. So I've kind of just been living with them. It is what it is. And I know I've heard if you polish front windows that it can really expose all the little nicks and rock damage and make it look worse. So I'm definitely never going to do the front window. But yeah, good thing is this thing isn't meant to have pristine paint because it's an off-road vehicle. And though I don't do much of that here in Southeast Georgia, the next place I'm going is going to be full of it. So I'm saying so a lot. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead, do this, and I'll get back with you. Went ahead and quick detailed the entire thing. Now I'm going to take one of my designated wheel towels and do the same thing, just to add a very minuscule amount of protection to the wheels to hopefully make them a little bit easier to clean next time. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I know when I started this, I said the 100,000 mile detail. That's still kind of what it is for how much I wash this car. This is far out of the ordinary, and just kind of the, I'd say, biannual deep clean that I like to do. If that, I don't know the last time I've cleaned it by hand and really went to town and got everything super good. What I didn't show you guys is before I even hand washed this thing, I pre-soaked it with another foam cannon and let it all get off the bulk of the stuff, and then I started recording after that point. So super big clean on this thing from what I normally do. Usually I don't clean it much, the outside at least. The inside I like to keep up with, but yeah, the outside gets neglected. Another thing I'm going to be doing once I actually hit 100,000 miles, I'm still 6,000 miles away. Before I hit 100,000, I should say, I'm going to do probably some fluid changes like gear oil, maybe transmission oil. I got to do some more research on that. And then I got to figure out what other kind of fluids I should stay on top of around that mark. I just want to be preventative so I can keep this thing for a long time. Yeah, that basically completes my 100,000 mile deep wash, I guess I should call it. We'll call it a wash. Deep wash. That's what we're going to go with. I'm going to go ahead, vacuum out the inside of this thing. My seats are all the way forward because I took out the mats to wash them. But I'm going to just do a super quick vacuum, put the mats back in, and then go in and get some sleep. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's probably pretty short because I'm not doing nearly as much as I thought I was going to do. Just wanted to kind of document this and share it with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.